All right, Daniel. First up, of course, not the result you wanted, but what was that experience like for you being up on stage?
That was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed being up there. It's different to anything I've ever done in darts, and I want to do it again. Darts didn't go the way I wanted them to go, but I was still happy with the performance, considering it was the first time that I was up there, and the crowd were insane. The crowd were cool. You could hear everything they were saying, which I wasn't expecting it. I thought it would be drowned out a little bit, but it wasn't. And being in New Zealand doing it, everyone had your back. It was just messages, it was yelling, it was so much that was just got you a little bit more amped to actually be there and do well because of it. So yeah,
Must have been quite a whirlwind experience for yourself as well, considering going back to the qualifiers, you lost in the final on the first day, and then you had to come back from behind and win the game. I was watching it live on the Facebook page, and great comeback. And then that feeling when you win that game, you think, oh my God, this is what I'm going to do. Can you just talk a bit about that feeling?
I wasn't even going to come on the Sunday. My plan was just to turn up on the Saturday for the two events, and then just have the Sunday off. But I did so well on the Saturday event, I thought, well, gave me some pocket money to spend on the Sunday as well, so I thought I'll chuck my name in the hat as well on Sunday and give it a go. And the darts just kept flying straight, and I was like hitting doubles, and I was like, this is going to be cool. Getting to the final was insane again. It was just like, I've done it 2 times in a weekend. It was just like, wow, that's really cool. Wasn't fussed about winning it too much. It would be a cool experience if I got up on stage. If I didn't, I didn't. No harm, no foul. But when I hit the winning double, I'm like, this is actually going to happen now. But I in the back of my head, I was like, I almost think other people are going to be excited for me more than what I am. I knew my brother and my wife and children and other family were going to be like, yes, and I'm just like, okay. And that, so it still hasn't hit me, I don't think either. Even the walk on stage, a walk on song and walking up there, that was a thrill, but I'm still not nervous at all.
What about the interaction during the week, getting to meet all the players, being up on stage with a 2-time world champion? You know, that's not something that everyone can say that they've done.
No, Backstage was great. You got to talk to some of the players. Even yesterday when we went to the Workmen's Club and we hung around there, the players were so friendly. It was great to see them interact with everyone else, as well as the players that they're going to be playing against as well. And it was just like, they're just kind of normal people that everyone loves. Yeah. But they just showed why they're so good at what they do. Not just as dart people, but like general people, with how they interact with everyone, how they'll sign in autographs, how they'll, hugging everyone and whatever anyone wanted to do last night. It was so cool. And then seeing them today, even in the practice room, I was like, oh, they're just going to go by themselves and we're just going to do our own thing. But no, we were on the same boards, we were having a laugh, we were talking about different things that wasn't always darts related, which was cool. So I got to see something that you wouldn't see, which was probably the biggest thing I'm going to take out of this, is I got to see Backstage as a player, and you don't get that very often, that's for sure.
And as you say, there's lots that you're going to see from the players in there as well, and even just those interactions. Like if you come back on the stage, you're going to probably feel that a little bit extra more comfortable as well. So I guess what has been your main takeaway from this experience? Like, what's one thing that if you reflect on and you say, what's one thing that I've learned and one thing that I can take and help develop my game?
If you don't hit a double, you don't win. I didn't get too many shots at a double, but I got a couple. I wish I would have hit one. It would have been nice to hit one. So I'm just going to take away the fact that I had an opportunity. I had a shot against a 2-time world champion. I had a shot against Peter Wright to win a league. And who knows, that might have changed the whole game if I could have done that. So definitely going to take that as a big plus in terms I did have a shot at a double, because that was my first goal. Have a shot at a double and then see how it goes from there. Apart from that, just the general experience. I think I'm going to try and take this back to Cosmos and our club, and Auckland in general, just, let's try and get more people activated. Let's try and get more people interested in this. Especially juniors. I think my daughter plays, she's 15. We went down to Junior and Youth Nationals down in Whakatane, which was an eye-opener. It was great seeing so many juniors. I think we need more juniors. I think we need to get more juniors into playing the game, because that's going to make the survival of darts in New Zealand really, really important. And I'm just going to try and bring that back to the Auckland clubs, and try and get more people interested in trying to get onto the big stage and try and live their dream out like Hope I is currently overseas. So that would be fantastic.
I've got a couple more questions. Could you just tell us a bit about your journey in darts? Like how long have you been playing? And
Wow.
Because I have to admit, I didn't know too much about you, to be honest.
Fair enough.
But I got a couple of messages, and I asked around. And I said, "Well, can you tell me a bit of info about Daniel?" And they said that you have only recently started playing in like the Prem grade and stuff like that. So it's been a bit of a short rise essentially to this stage.
Oh, it has. So I've been playing for about 15, 16 years. I started playing because my dad needed a player in their Corbin Cup team, which is an Auckland RSA Tuesday night thing, and I was like, I'll come along and play. I knew I was good, but it was alright. So I just stayed in that team, and I've been in that team in the B grade for, I don't know, 13 years or 12 years, and then we finally got promoted, and everyone's like, yeah, you're coming up to our grade. Yeah, you should be. Because they all wanted me to jump ship and go into their teams. I said, nope. I said, well, my team's still playing, I'm in that team. That's the team that I am. So I started playing, I think it's about a year and a half now, more seriously. I joined Cosmos Club out of Te Atatu, and just started from there. I knew all the players. I knew Monty, Russell, Frank and Dion. I knew all of them already, and they've been trying to get me along, and I came along and started winning a few nights and a few things, and won club champs the first year, and I defended it again this year. But we've got a great team at the moment that we're building on, but I just came from humble beginnings, just playing with my dad at home, and just wanted to do something with him, so I was like, oh yeah, why not play together? And then my other brother joined. My dad passed away about 5 years ago, so my other brother then joined the team. So he's really enjoying it as well, and it's just trying to get more and more into it, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just going back to one of the points you made before as well, is that you were the lone new face up on the stage. All the other Kiwi and the Australian players have been up on the stage before, and you're touching on as well about you wanting to inspire and stuff like that as well. And I guess by you doing that, I think I might have commented on your post actually when you did the thing about qualifying. I said, it's great because it sets an example. It's going to be that thing that encourages more people to go, and you've said that's something that you really want to do. So I guess you say you want the youth players, and getting more players to go to the clubs as well. So how do you think how do you think that you will go about trying to do that?
No idea, to be honest. We've got ideas. I was speaking to the guys that ran the function today at the Cosi Club, the Drowning Foundation. They're trying to do a whole bunch in schools, so if I can go help and support them, they've got contacts to try and do a lot more around New Zealand over the next couple of years, and that. So I'll go in and support them as much as I can, because they've already made grounds in that. In terms of what we're going to do in Auckland, I'm really big into it. We've got Mama Girl, who runs Region 2 Darts, and then we've got Jamie Roberts, who runs Birkenhead and does a lot out at Birkenhead as well, and there's a whole bunch of little other clubs. West City Darts is rebuilding as well. Phoenix Darts in Avondale are doing a bunch of stuff as well, so we've done a couple of nights, us in Phoenix have done 2 nights so far, where we just try to get heaps of people in, both juniors and adults, to our nights, and just have a fun night out, just to try and get more people involved in West Auckland Darts. So we're trying to start with trying to get into the people and get all the clubs in Auckland together and try and do something that way. And if we can start doing that, it's going to start building. I know Gil Kahaki does a huge amount of effort and Bubba does a huge amount of effort with the juniors and that, trying to raise them. Prim and Q out at Phoenix do a whole bunch of stuff with their juniors as well. So if we can just do what they're doing and do it in more clubs in Auckland, it's just going to keep raising the game of what we're trying to achieve in New Zealand, that's for sure.
Yeah, and just quickly as well, I just want to, I know the background of your nickname, but can you just tell us quickly about the background of your nickname?
So Sensei, I'm a karate instructor, so I've been doing GKR karate, so Gokan-Ryu karate for 15 years I think I've been doing that. I started doing it as an adult and just worked my way up and eventually got my black belt. And I've been taking a class in Te Atatu for 2 or 3 years now and that. So that all came from that because I'm a sensei and I teach a class and do karate. So that's where sensei came from.
Awesome, Daniel. Of course, not the result, but well done on getting up on the stage. It's such an awesome achievement. I'm sure many of your friends and family are proud of you.
Oh, they definitely are.